What is up, everyone? This is It Takes Three. I am Bryce with RJ and Brandee.
RJ's about to not be a co-host. Or love.
We are missing Chris again this week. He had some stuff happen at work. We get it. There's a lot of stuff that happens at churches that a lot of people don't know about. So me and RJ completely get it.
Yeah. Brandee don't, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
But he said it like me and RJ get about it. Like,
Well, I forget she works at a church now, so
It's okay.
yeah, I'm not used to it yet.
It's all right.
But as you saw last week or last episode, we talked about our movies that we said we were going to talk about, which was pretty good, I think. This week or this episode, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff that's happened this past week. And one of the things that happened this past week was a child memory coming back to life, and that is NCAA football revamping and getting a game again.
yes.
So pumped about it, which I think is going to cost me a lot more money because that means I have to get a PS5.
Is it only on PS5?
Yes, next generation consoles.
No.
Yeah.
Brandee, I'm sorry.
You saw that look, right? I know exactly what that
Gotta
look
get
means.
it. Gotta
exactly.
get it.
Dude, I think why I loved it so much is I could play as my favorite team and, like, obviously Notre Dame and, like, not worry about losing, because if I'm losing towards the end, just click restart. Also, I wasn't blessed with height, so, like, I can create a player and just go crazy and make it feel like I'm actually doing something. Relive the dreams I wanted to have one day.
I used to do that on MLB The Show. I would create like the shortest player. So his strike zone box would be like really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Really good technically. And so it was a lot of fun doing
Kind of
that.
like, remember Backyard Baseball Pablo?
Yes. Yes. I forget about that game. I saw EA tweeted out. They're like, what other games should we bring out? Oh, no, it might have been ESPN or something like that. And one of them was like that
Street
NFL
games?
Street or something like that. Or Blitz? Maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
It was NBA Street and I think NFL Blitz or something.
Oh, the Blitz. I used to love that game, dude.
Do you remember MLB Slugfest? It's like you could hit players trying to steal and stuff.
We're about to have a special appearance.
I am sorry, y'all. This little man.
What's up, Kingston?
Attention. Say hey. Hey.
Our views are about to go up. I think I see our thumbnail right now.
One of my most popular videos on my YouTube channel is Caden being on it. Yeah, on the thumbnail and trying some different food, and he was so cute. But you gonna be on the podcast today? Mm-hmm. All right.
It takes 4 today.
Yeah. It's probably going to take a lot more than 4 with this little man.
You don't want to go watch Blippi?
What's this?
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Get ready for the what's this? What's that? What's this?
Listen, we're talking.
But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty pumped up for that game.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Yeah. I was
I
will say I'm not the type of person, like, I like Madden, but I'm not the type of person to buy every single year. You know?
That's how I am.
Are you?
I don't buy every single year. I haven't bought Madden in a while. I used to be that way growing up with wrestling games because I don't know, they just made awesome games growing up.
Like WWF or E?
Yeah. And then I used to buy every NCAA football game except the past one because I never got a PS3, so I never had it. I am interested to see graphics and players and stuff. If they're actually going to pay them or if they're going to use, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see for sure.
I forgot about that because they get paid? Can college students get paid?
They came out with something in California, so I don't know if it's taken over or what exactly is going to happen. So it'll be interesting to see. Because I remember the last game, it was the last one they made and they knew it was going to be the last one. And so in order to not get caught up with players looking like every player with dreads had a shaved head and every player with the shaved head had dreads. And so they look nothing alike just so they wouldn't get caught with players looking like the real person. So it's going to be interesting to see, but I'm super excited. I don't even know the release date, but I'm pumped about it.
Yeah. You were talking about watching playing wrestling games and stuff like that. You know, I wasn't allowed to watch wrestling.
Really?
Well, everybody why, RJ?
Because
it's real funny story.
I guess it's frowned upon in the house I was growing up in to do the elbow drop on your little sister from the bunk beds.
From the top bunk?
Yeah.
Lost a tooth. She lost a tooth.
Yeah.
Was it? It was probably loose. She was helping her.
And
Yeah.
and I came home doing a obscene gesture to my mom.
DX, maybe?
The what?
The DX little.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Where you hit your crotch with 2 hands, you know?
Like, suck it.
Yeah. Yeah. I told my mom, I was like 8 years old. I had no idea what it meant. I told my mom,
Yeah.
I was like, hey, suck it. And and had no idea. My mom said, excuse me? I saw it on TV, man. Suck it. And she said, sir. That was strike 1, but strike 2 was the elbow drop. She said, you ain't watching that no more, man. So I never got into wrestling.
Me and my brother always wrestled. We would go on the trampoline, and he would of course, he would be the one taking over and doing all the moves because at that time I wasn't as strong as him. Today's probably a different story. We'll have to see.
Is your brother older or younger than you?
Older, 5.5 years older. So I don't know if our bodies can take it now, though. But I remember in first grade, I broke my arm and I had a cast on, and I would jump off the couch on him with my just laying on my cast on him.
Dang, dude, brutal, man.
Oh yeah. I probably shouldn't have watched wrestling grow up.
That's great. So the Super Bowl's coming up too. Talking about football. We have the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. Who are you going for, man?
Dude,
I have mixed feelings.
I do too. I shouldn't go for the Buccaneer. Well, see, I'm torn because should I go for them because they're in the same division as the Panthers, or should I not?
I'm going for them for the fact of we're witnessing greatness with Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, I think that's definitely incredible. I think it's definitely veteran versus news as far as age wise, young versus old. 2 completely different play styles in my opinion as far as quarterback wise. So it'll be interesting. Tampa Bay hadn't been there in forever.
Yeah, and it's a home venue for them. That's never happened.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's what I'm wondering. I mean, obviously they painted the end zones like they would any other Super Bowl, a team in each end. So it's going to be interesting. I think it'll be a good game because they played in the regular season against each other, and it was a really good game. Came down the last couple minutes. So
yeah,
that's the best games. I hope it's not just Buccaneers just ruin them and then it's boring or whatever. But then there's a part of me that doesn't want to pull for Tom Brady just because he's won so much.
Why you got black stuff in your coffee?
What? I'm talking about Tom Brady right now.
Oh, go ahead. I'm not trying to help you out. It looks like you got pepper in your coffee.
No, it's my coffee ground. I don't know. It's this.
I bought you that expensive coffee maker and you got coffee grounds?
Espresso has coffee pieces sometimes. Just leave me alone. Tom Brady has.
Tom Brady.
Already. I just feel like.
Brandy's drinking pepper in her coffee.
It needs. It is not. I got one of those instant espresso, whatever. So it makes espresso and then coffee all together. It's so good. But anyways, Tom Brady is such at the top that it's in my nature to pull for the underdog because they don't get to win that often. So it's just a 3-year-old crying. It's fine.
Short break.
Sound like he fell and I don't know. The kid always falls, man. Yeah, I don't. He's the most uncoordinated kid. He's not hurt, listeners. Okay, he's not hurt.
Did he get the uncoordinatedness from you?
I guess so, man.
I don't even know if uncoordinatedness is a word. Now that I said it out loud,
it probably is. But yeah, he'll fall and he's a bit dramatic. Our oldest, he won't he'll get hurt, he won't cry. He broke his arm in football, matter of fact, and I was coaching and stuff like that. And maybe I'm just a tough dad, but I was like, dude, get back out there, man. And he's like, I think my arm's broke. I'm like, you are so dramatic. I said, get back out there. And then so the next day, he didn't want to put on his shirt and stuff like that. And I was like, why are you not what's wrong? He said, my arm's hurting. I said, fine, I want to take you to the doctor then. He's like, all right. We took him to the doctor. Doctor came back. He was like, yeah, his arm's broken. So bad. I was like, I'm so sorry, Kaden. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. But he didn't cry or anything like that.
Dude, I broke my arm and I cried like crazy.
Yeah. But Kingston, our youngest, he You just heard if you look at him the wrong way, he cries. and then he won't shoot. It's a typical toddler thing. He's like, kiss it, make it better. We were out to eat last night and he fell on his butt. And he sticks his butt in my face on the booth. And he's like, kiss it,
kiss
Daddy.
it.
It hurt.
That's some WWE stuff you were talking about back in the day.
All these people were looking at me. I was like, I'm not kissing your butt, Kingston. I'm not. He's like, kiss it, Daddy. It hurts. I'm not kissing your butt.
We're going to get cost called on us.
Not kissing your butt. So that's what Brandee's in there doing, is kissing his boo-boo, making it better.
I thought you were about to say kissing his butt.
Hopefully it's not his butt. She just hollered from the other room, I'm not kissing his butt.
Well, by the Super Bowl. I don't know. Like, I'm not the biggest Tom Brady fan, but like seeing what he did to the Falcons, I gained a lot of respect for that dude. The Super Bowl several years ago in the Super Bowl, they were down like, was it 28-3? They were losing in like the start of the second half and came back and won.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're talking about when he was with the Patriots. And stuff.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good. I thought you were talking about this season. I was like, I don't remember that. But yeah. He is a second half player for sure, man. A lot of his wins are comeback sometimes. But yeah, I just respect, like, he's the GOAT right now. You know, he's going to be. I mean, I honestly believe he's the greatest of all time.
The only reason I am hesitant about that is because, like, looking at the play style now compared to what it was like 20 so years ago or 30 is not the same. And so that's where I'm like, is he, like, could he do the same back in the day? Or
well, just like the whole Michael Jordan LeBron debate. I'm
the same way with I don't think you can justify one better than the other,
because in the 90s, man, basketball was different. You know, like, you got into fights and stuff like that. Like NBA, you know, like, it was rough. Whereas today, it's, you look at a player wrong and it's a foul. You know, it's a technical.
The fan says something to you and you try to kick him out.
Yeah. I told Bryce before the beginning of this episode, we always try to, like, talk about trending subjects, and then the Courtside Karen was trending this past week, but I was like, should we even talk about that? Because,
well, you know, that's not the first time him and LeBron have gotten into it, the guy.
Nuh-uh.
It happened when he was on Cleveland, too.
Well, they were playing Cleveland that night.
They were playing Atlanta that night.
Oh yeah, because they were in Atlanta. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
And so, which, I don't know. I think NBA players have gotten soft over the years.
So, like, this dude is just, for those who don't know, there was a verbal disagreement between LeBron James and a sideline player, or a player sitting on the sideline. This dude's like some big steroid head guy. Like, he's
a fan, you mean? Not a player?
Fan, yeah. And so him and LeBron was exchanging words. But then the fan's wife, who's like 40 years younger than he is, you know, he's a sugar daddy. Yeah. Came and started getting into it with LeBron too, and they had to get kicked out. And, like, I think the big thing was, like, she wasn't wearing a mask and trying to get up, you know, trying to get into it with LeBron. And it's like, you know, this is stupid. But now she's called Courtside Karen, you know, like, stop. I don't know. To me, heckling players is never a classy move, you know? Like, if you're paying to watch a game, go watch the game, dude. You know, like, come on. That's silly. But I don't know. That's just my opinion, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. People have too much money and time on their hands nowadays.
All right. Another thing we need to talk about is Jeff Bezos, which is, I think, the richest guy in the world, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know he stepped down until we talked earlier this week about what we were going to talk about, and I still don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why, but he stepped down. He's the CEO of Amazon. Stepped down. He's still holding a chair position with the company, but I don't know why either. You know, he just got a divorce, I think, last year, and his wife, through the divorce, then became the richest woman in the world.
Surprise.
No.
All because of a divorce.
Yeah.
That's how rich Jeff was, you know? Like, that's, even if at the most she probably could have got half, right? So even half of his worth or money made her the richest woman in the world. That is
him still the richest man.
Yes, man, that is wild. But I mean, I use Amazon all the time. You know, like I fund that guy's.
Who's taking over?
I don't know.
They ever say?
They announced it, but I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I had no idea if something was going on or what happened. I
think Elon Musk should team up with Amazon and have like these drones or something deliver
Tesla
our packages. Yeah.
Elon Musk about to take over the world.
He is. Listen, another crazy thing that's been going on is the stock markets. I don't know if
we're going to be rich.
Well, I don't know if you got involved with this.
We're not.
But GameStop and AMC, all these stocks that were
I heard about all that though.
They shot up because these people on Reddit wanted to they shorted the stocks, made them go up. I didn't invest in GameStop or GMC, but I did invest into Dogecoin, which is a cryptocurrency. And I invested some money. I don't gamble with the stock market or anything. I just invest money that I consider play money. And I know it sounds bougie, but like
it's like coffee money.
Yeah, if I save up and I'm like,
that's why she has to put pepper in hers.
Yeah, exactly. Because he invested in the stock market, I now have to put pepper in my coffee.
But I invested some money into the Dogecoin, which is Doge. If you don't know,
is it like Bitcoin almost?
It's a cryptocurrency.
Yes.
You can't spend it or anything like that. But the Doge is like an internet meme of just being something stupid, and I don't like. So Elon Musk promoted this stock, so I hopped on, and I've went up about 600%.
Good gracious,
it's crazy, dude, and it's still going up. But the stocks were like 2 cents per share, so I bought a couple hundred shares and stuff. Because I mean, like I said, I'm not getting rich off of this stock, but it's fun to play with.
Just to see what would happen. Like, how cool would it be if we spent like 2 cents a stock and then they decided to go up to like,
if they go up to $1,
$500 a stock, we'd be like rich as that guy y'all were just talking about.
If it gets to, and it never will, it would never hit $1 stock. But if Dogecoin, when it has Bitcoin, which is at $33,000 a share, we would be millionaires.
Yeah.
We would be multi.
Would you share some?
I got you, dude.
Appreciate it.
We would buy you a house right beside ours.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
Yes.
Start our own church.
Was Bitcoin? Yeah, there you go. Let's do it.
That's honestly my dream, my vision.
I'd love to start a church with you, like for real.
Hold on, let's hold off on that. But what were you saying about Bitcoin?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was just gonna say, was Bitcoin?
Anyways,
I don't have enough pepper in my coffee to deal with him today.
I'm trying to I'm so self-conscious now. I'm trying to when I laugh, not make a noise on because I'm afraid my mic's gonna cut off and
I need to clip that. We're recording over Zoom right now, and Zoom I don't think has the best quality, or maybe our internet connection went off. But a couple episodes ago, the Bryce was laughing, but he only caught the end of his laugh, and it just sounded like a weird moan. In the middle of us laughing, it just Bryce was like, oh, like, what was that?
It's like the end of a laugh. Everybody kind of like at the end of a laugh, you sigh.
And that's all you heard though. That's all it was. I promise I don't just moan randomly. It's not like a tick I have where if y'all say a certain word, I moan. It's not what it is. I swear. I don't. When RJ first sent it to me, he said, "Watch it this minute," and I did. I was like, "What was that noise?" And he was like, "Dude, that was you."
I've never laughed so hard.
Yeah, we're talking about if we ever struck rich.
So was Bitcoin ever just a penny? Was my question 5 hours ago?
You interrupted me. Yes, Bitcoin was like a couple cents at one point.
And people did it, and then it just went up to 13 million.
What?
Huh?
30,000?
Sure.
Yeah,
we went from 13 million to 30,000.
5 years ago, it was $600 a share.
So we could just keep this, and then one day for real, it could be.
Not.
I mean, I know it's not, but that's what happened with people with Bitcoin. Is what you're saying?
Kind of. I don't know if it was a couple cents. I don't know how the history of Bitcoin.
The only time I've ever seen Bitcoin used is on Twitch.
Oh, do they use it like that?
You can donate bits and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. But a couple episodes back, we talked about winning a lottery, and now I feel like we're on the same subject. If we came across a lump sum of money, that my vision, honestly, would be to start a church and be an unpaid pastor. Because I think that's what a lot of people have issues with churches is like they think the pastors get paid too much, which if you look at my paycheck from the church, I don't get paid too much. I promise you.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I was asking if you'd help me if you got a lot of money.
Yeah.
People are going into the ministry to make money.
Hey, if a millionaire is listening, fund our church startup. Help me and Bryce plant a church right somewhere and fund us and do it where or maybe this podcast would take off where we could, have this be our main source of income where we wouldn't have to be paid from the church. But no matter what, I'm going to continue on preaching and I'm going to continue because that's my heart, man. I love to do it. So even if I won the lottery, ran across a lump sum of money or started getting paid, through YouTube or some other revenue sources, I'm still going to preach. And so that's my vision, is to be able to preach and not have to take money from the church. Because a lot of people don't realize this about pastors or church work in general, is that as a pastor, you want to lead. God has given you a vision, right? You want to follow your vision really about what what the Bible says, but sometimes you're afraid to execute it because the church might fire you or something like that. And I'm blessed to be in a church that definitely doesn't do that.
Yeah.
But
it does happen often. There's politics that happen behind closed doors, I guess you could say.
Oh, yeah.
And there are certain people, and again, this is just speaking in general, not specifically where we're at, because I feel like we are at a really good place. But there's a lot of people that they give, but there's strings attached. And then that makes
they designate it to one area.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the leaders and the pastor of the church can't make the decisions that they need to make because really people aren't giving freely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot of times too that like we have to our youth budget isn't super big, but there's a lot of times that we have to, if we see a need for it, I'm like, we're gonna have to pay for it out of our own pocket. We feel passionately about doing this, like throwing in an event, but there's not money in the youth budget for it. We're just have to pay for it out of our own pocket. It'd be a lot easier if we won the lottery or like Dogecoin,
Or if we had a generous viewer, I mean.
Yeah, hey, help me out, man. Help me out.
Yeah.
Y'all see Kingston's cute face? Come on, guys, subscribe.
I don't have anything like that to bribe people, so
I'll send them your way.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know, like I'm wanting to start slow. I think my first step is like me and Brandee are passionate about mission trips. So this year I kind of want to focus on some side hustles. I've talked about that before, but also doing stand-up comedy for like churches and maybe some clean comedy clubs, stuff like that, and have all that money donated to our mission trips, because again,
do you ever need a sound guy or a guy with media stuff?
I got you, dude. Listen, we're in it together no matter what we do. You can't.
The three of us.
We didn't say anything about Brandee.
Nope, my thing goes just us two.
That's why I'm putting pepper in your energy drinks.
I will say we had a good response about Brandee. That's why she's back right now.
The most comments we've ever had on a video.
Yeah, 2 comments.
You are welcome.
Shout out to those 2 people.
Shout out to the people that love me.
Marie.
Oh, let's give them a shout out. Let me go see if I can find it.
I think it's Marie and Caitlin.
Oh, so you knew them.
But let's not throw last names around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you just say the last names?
I didn't say last name. I was just mumbling.
Hey, good luck spelling that last name, though.
I honestly didn't hear it, so.
There you go. That's my foot.
Oh, gosh, it sounded like something growling. What is your foot doing?
I was. Anyways. No, I can't. I haven't had enough today.
Wow, abuse. This is why you're not part of those 2 of us.
Yeah.
And it's recorded.
Yeah.
And every woman that's watching this would completely understand why I did that.
I was about to make a mean joke, but I'm glad I don't want to lose viewers.
You across the screen.
I would if I could figure it out. I'm just kidding, Bryce. You never say anything mean. You don't interrupt me.
Say I won't put this on your face.
Anyways, let's get back to the topic at hand. Bitcoin. RJ, I'm not joking.
Stop. All right. For those,
We're gonna have to cut this.
No. We'll keep it in. I'm trying to put mark on Brandy's face, but she won't let me.
I've already done that with makeup on purpose.
What else happened this week? Do we know?
I'm sure some other things that's happened this week.
Kids are going back to school.
Well, in North Carolina. Yeah.
Only 2 days a week.
Yeah, we started back. Caden's going to school Thursdays and Fridays right now. Public school. I think Christian private schools, they've been back 5 days a week.
Greenville County is back to every day.
Greenville County's back every day. Sorry, I couldn't hear you because Brandee, you know.
I think is crazy because if you look at the map, like we have one of the highest percent of positive cases in South Carolina, but the district's they're gonna go to school every day. So
why are you moving so much?
Stop. I don't know what's possessed him, but he's he needs to take some medication or something.
I take medicine, thank you.
Not the right kind.
I have to take medicine to make me ugly because I'm so gorgeous, okay?
You were about to say beautiful.
I'm beautiful too.
Okay.
In every single way. Your words can't bring me down.
You are not.
Don't finish the song.
Aguilera.
Don't finish the song. I don't want to get copyright.
Copyright.
Don't be wrote in my copy. I don't know why I said that.
Again,
y'all gotta leave comments to bring her back again. I hate to do this.
Please stop.
Stop what?
Oh my word!
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I did drink an energy drink today.
I know.
And say something like that again. Am I having a stroke? Do that sometimes. You start talking and you can't keep up with your words. You're like, am I having a stroke?
Okay, I'm not. Please stop. Please
yes, dude. It happens all the time in youth with random people, and we make fun of everybody when it happens. Someone stutter. Yeah. Someone will stutter something, and we're like, ooh.
Well, once we were listening to that guy, RJ, seriously.
What am I doing?
I'm not coming back. He won't let me talk.
One
time we were all together. I'm not going to call any names, but we were all together, and we were listening to a sermon or whatever you want to call it at a certain place, and it was real.
Are you talking about belly buttons?
What?
No, this is post belly button. This was recent since we moved to North Carolina. And there was somebody speaking and they decided to spout out somebody's name and they were like, oh, BKK, keep it up. And they were whatever the name was, they were telling this serious story. And then the person's name was not a name. It was just a bunch of initials. Okay. Are you proud of him? Does that make you feel good about yourself?
Is that all there was? No.
I can't effectively tell a story when I have somebody beside me acting like a 3-year-old.
What am I doing?
Sorry.
What am I doing? See,
the worst that's ever happened to me is the youth were being awful one day. And I was getting on to them and I stuttered. And one of the youth, of course, was like, ooh. And everybody started dying laughing. I was like, see, I can't even be mean to y'all without messing up.
That's the story of my life, dude. They're having a speech impediment,
So when
it's not even my students that make fun of me, it's my leaders.
At least you have leaders.
So when you have kids, that happens even worse. And you decide you're going to fuss at them and put them in their place and tell them, well, you're grounded from whatever.
I saw that.
And then you can't remember words. I'm like, yeah, well, you're bad. So
Brandee,
no TV.
Brandee will say stuff. She'll be like, hey, listen, you better go to your room where I know something.
My mama always said that to me, and it scared me.
Well, what you know, Brandee? What you know? Shut up, RJ. You're supposed to be on my side. I'm like, I am. I just listen. He can't take you seriously if you spitting off stupid things like that. You're like, Hey, listen, don't you ever do that again, or it's gonna rain outside.
It's gonna rain outside.
Dude, what?
I've never said that.
What does that mean?
But you do end up saying stupid stuff like you're so mad and you want to make them understand that it's so important. And then you can't even like get the words out of your mouth or think of what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
That's me every day of my life, though. Like now, today.
You can't get words out?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Because I have a husband that won't let me talk.
What am I doing? For those listening just to the podcast.
Yeah, those who are still here right now.
You have no idea what I'm doing.
If you were watching this, you know exactly what's happening.
It looks like you drinking a bunch of that pepper coffee.
It's the best pepper coffee I've ever had.
You ever put butter in your coffee?
There's a thing. That's a
I know
thing.
you did it to me one time. That's why I'm like as sick as I am.
That's why you're pre-diabetic.
Yeah, I got diabetes and cholesterol issues because you putting sticks of butter in my
Just your
coffee.
heart.
Oh yeah, just the heart.
Oh, it's called bulletproof coffee. It makes you bulletproof.
Because you're dead. Nothing's gonna kill you after that.
A bullet can kill you because you're already dead.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
It's some kind of like keto thing, though. We don't do it now.
What
It's supposed to be
about
healthy?
coffee is not keto?
The milk and the sugar.
Oh, you can't do
Just drink it
milk?
black.
Right, you can drink it black. Milk has sugar in it.
Not if it's straight from the
You
teat.
drink your coffee with milk and sugar. I drink my coffee like I like my
He
coffee.
doesn't drink coffee,
I like my coffee like I like my women.
so he doesn't have any.
Don't worry, I don't drink coffee either.
Darn.
I think we have the same problem then.
I was gonna say strong, but okay.
You funny.
Well, I don't have a woman. You my woman. Okay.
That's debatable.
Debatable. All right, so
it's gonna turn into counseling.
Yes.
before this episode goes off the rails anymore, we'll see you next week. We'll probably talk about Valentine's Day.
That's it? No, why are we not talking about Valentine's Day right now?
Because Valentine's Day is
Listen,
next week.
I know, and there's a lot of guys and girls that are like me that don't remember stuff, and they need to know that Valentine's Day is coming up, so they need to be sweet.
Here's your reminder: Valentine's Day is coming up, fellas. Honestly, our last time I looked at our stats for our listeners, 78% are female. So you other
We
small,
bring all the ladies.
hey, look at me embrace say, you know, that's just,
Yeah.
and a lot of them are from the Philippines.
Shout out to the Philippines.
We already gave them a shout out last episode.
Oh, yeah.
We'll give them a shout out every episode. You know, I'm down with that. If you're listening from another country, comment in our YouTube video, because that's the only way we can receive comments right now. About where you're listening from. So in YouTube, you have to search It Takes Three and then go to the channel tab. And
It looks like this.
Filters. Yeah, and then look at the
Is that
look at
hard
the
to do
channels.
from that angle?
Well, it's hard to do when it's not below your waist.
Well, also too, he's trying to show people what it is, but if you're looking at this video, you already found it. So
I'm making like a triple chin while I'm doing that.
so anyways, go to YouTube, go to the filters and do the channel and type in It Takes Three.
Yeah, tell us where you're listening from.
Do what?
Actually, let's do that to a challenge from everybody. You don't have to put what city. Just tell us what state you're listening from. I'm just interested to see where everybody's from. All 9 of y'all. So
We need to see where our people are.
Hey,
oh
man,
yeah.
our views are going up. You know, it's not our last video because that one came out kind of recent, but our video before last has like 35 views maybe or something like that. So
Look at us. We went from
Don't bet.
7 to 35.
hey,
Y'all
doing big
are
things.
welcome.
Doing big things,
You're
man.
welcome.
Oh yeah.
So this video should be out on a Saturday. Y'all comment where you're from, where you're listening at, or whatever, and we just like to see. You might get a shout out or something like that. I want to involve the listeners more. I don't know how to do that.
Tell us what your plans are.
Money.
Yeah, tell us what your plans are for Valentine's Day if you got a Valentine. We'll do it that, and we'll
and
We can discuss it.
Next,
we'll talk about it. Yep, we'll talk about it next episode. See what everybody's plans are.
there you go. I'm down.
That gives RJ time to think about what he's got planned.
Honestly, if we're being honest, our relationship is not like the norm. He's the one
Yeah.
that would remember and I would forget.
Thank you, Brandee.
I can be nice sometimes.
You see me flinch? Like,
Yeah, I saw that.
I was just gonna give him a high five, and he's acting like I'm about to hit him.
That's what you told him last time, though. Remember?
Yeah.
She gets
Just
mad.
a high five.
When we turn off the podcast, she starts like hitting me and yelling at me and stuff like that.
That's,
And so,
that's our life.
Hey, I got an extra room where I'm at. You're more than welcome to come.
but then she'll fuss at me for doing that too. Man.
At least she can't hit you.
It'll be a virtual snack.
It's emotional abuse, man. All right, let's end the episode for real.
Thanks for listening.
You don't get to do that.
Why?
You're a guest.
You're not treating me like a guest.
Because we gotta.
You let the guests use the special towels. You're not letting me use special towels.
Wait, why y'all using towels?
Dirt rags.
Oh, I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, what towels y'all using?
Oh my goodness. Is that a girl thing?
The decorative towels that you put in the bathroom.
Bryce, one day.
That only
That's what
people can use.
No, I just wipe my hands on them.
Thank you.
Yep. And you're a guest in the house where you do that. So it's okay.
No, his house.
People that live here don't get to do that. Therefore, the people that don't.
No, I just don't wash my hands at my house.
But then I always lick them. So like they seem wet when people ask me if I wash them.
And then you shake their hands like, sorry, just got out of the bathroom.
I wash my hands.
Or like I really pee on my hands and then go tell somebody about, hey,
You're so
I just peed on myself. Very funny. But in
Like,
my
it is funny.
got you. I did.
Oh, good.
I
Just
would
don't
go from
smell
oh my
'em.
God to peeing on our hands.
Just saying bye 5 times. We're from the South. We can't say bye once.
That's what happens when Brandee's on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to give you a segue, and I'm not talking about the things you ride.
Anyways, on that bombshell,
Let's end on that note.
we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Talk about Valentine's Day or some crazy stuff, man.
Segue.
There's no telling.
See you guys.
Bye.
See y'all.